EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. You talk about this Rams defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Stafford. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Now Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Nick Bosa, Defensive Player of the Year, in on the tackle. Well, the Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about that? Red man coverage, and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA! Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that. Now,
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 10 yards out. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. And bulldozing his way through. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down to the 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Purdy now to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
McCaffrey running up the middle. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6 from the shotgun to McCaffrey. It's some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's Mitchell. Muscles by at the 25. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 117 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners get a bit closer. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Flushed out right. That'll be caught. It's caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Cup beats the D for a first that time. There really was a defense who could stop him the last 2 years. Only an ankle injury slowed him down, ending his 2022 season after 9 games. He was on an all-pro pace, and we expect to see the same again this year.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Stafford here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That's taken on the 25. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now Samuel. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
2nd and 6. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff from Mitchell running left. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A second down throw for Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that gets him back within 10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Willis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. 2-2 out line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Akers is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive cut. Look at this, middle of the field, a break, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect 2nd half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 137 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Purdy, big 4th down play. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve. On the give, this is Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense. In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you? No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Here's Purdy. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 56 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the... And deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. One of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, Above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Evans running behind center. Javon Hargrave, the former Eagle, there on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Throwing here, Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Purdy now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 18 yards, first down Niners. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination.